for anybody who hasn't actually done a follow the flow with me before. The purpose of these is to help you get better at connecting moves together without having to think about it. This is especially designed for early, advanced beginners and intermediate 1 artists who know what I consider to be the foundational moves, largely because they were the moves that were popular back when I started at the turn of the millennium. So weaves, pinwheels, hip reels, butterflies, trying to turn with all of those, and then early stages with flowers, because that's sort of how things were distinguished. Maybe a little behind the back if we get adventurous. All right, let's start out here with your right foot forward, and you're in a T stance here, so your right foot is facing this way, your left foot is facing this way. When I talk about the T stance, if you had a top-down view, it's not quite like when you're in ballet where you're like putting your feet together like this in a T, but it's sort of the same thing with the legs spread like this. And we're pivoting from side to side. This is going to be the foundational movement that we use when going from side plane moves on one side to the other side, whether or not it's simple things like these sweeps or weave turns or flowers, whatever it is, we're still using the same basic T stance. One of the reasons I love this T stance is it prevents you from having to do this, which is grossly inefficient in my experience. Overhand, sweep back, step your right foot forward. Now you're going to turn away from me, always turn in the direction of the back foot, sweeping over the top, away from me, and we're back to where we started. We'll do that again. Sweep back, step your right foot forward, sweep over the top, away from me, step your right foot forward into overhand weave, and open that up, sweep back, come into underhand weave, and then open that up, sweep over to the right, back to overhand weave. Now we'll go weave side to side, overhand to underhand, to overhand, to underhand. Now turn right into the pinwheel. If you've got the space, make it big 3 times. 1 and 2 and 3, and turn right back to overhand weave. We'll repeat that again. Overhand to underhand, turning left, turn right back to overhand, turn left to underhand, turn right to overhand, turn left to underhand, and then we're going to turn to the right to the pinwheel. Make it big 3 times, and 1 and 2 and 3, and now together time, and now we're going to big 3 times. 1 and 2 and 3, and now bring it down, stall to the left, change direction. Now we're in counterclockwise together time pinwheel. Now split the time, go big 3 times. 1 and 2 and 3, come down on the left into overhand weave, turn right to underhand weave, turn left to overhand weave, turn right to underhand weave, turn left to overhand weave. One more time to underhand. Now turn left to the pinwheel, so only go halfway in the turn. Back to your extension 3 times. 1 and 2 and 3, and now turn left to overhand weave, open it up, sweep back, come into underhand weave, and come up to pinwheel counterclockwise, turn left to overhand weave, open it up, sweep back, sweep over the top, spread your legs, double stall between the legs, sweep over the top. Now from here, we're going to stall the right hand. If you can't stall the right hand, if you're struggling with single hand independence, you can put your right leg out like this and bisect the plane and tap it like that. So from overhand, you can either do this tap to come into underhand, or you could do this stall to come into underhand, then turn left to overhand butterfly. Now we'll do a butterfly turnaround. Left poi comes out behind you, turn 180 degrees away from me, coming into underhand butterfly facing the other side. Left poi comes out, turn 180 degrees into overhand butterfly. And now let's turn to the right. So right comes out, turn away from me into underhand butterfly, right comes out, turn away from me, turn toward me into overhand butterfly. Angel up, angel up, angel up. Now 3 times behind the head butterfly. 1, 2, 3, back down. Now thread the needle. Plane shift that, thread the needle up and over the head. Take your right poi, bring it back behind your back, tap, and then we're going to come into the counterclockwise corkscrew, turn with it, and then face your front, plane shift it up, come up into the pinwheel, then turn left into the giant, and swivel to the right into the underhand giant, and turn left into the overhand giant, turn right into the underhand giant, and facing the front, swivel between them in the counterclockwise giant swivel, and come up into the pinwheel. Go big 3 times, 1 and 2 and 3, turn left into overhand weave, turn right to underhand weave, turn left to overhand weave, open it up, stall the left poi or tap the left poi on the inside just like we did on the other side. So your left is an underhand, right's an overhand. Turn right to butterfly, right takeout, turn away from you to underhand butterfly, right takeout, turn to overhand butterfly, now the left turn going 360, left out, underhand away from me, turn left to overhand, angel up again, 3 times, 2, 3, now hold it behind the head 3 times, 1, 2, 3, come down, thread the needle again, plane shift it up over your head again. This time we're going to take the left behind the back, tap it on the butt, and then turn right into the clockwise corkscrew, and you're turning, and turn again. And now we're going to plane shift it up to pinwheel and go big 3 times, 1 and 2 and 3 and down on the right. Now we're going to sweep under the left leg, up over the top, sweep under the left leg, up over the top, back into the overhand weave, turn to underhand weave, step your right foot forward, turn left to overhand weave, step your right foot forward, open it up, sweep back, up to clockwise pinwheel, go big again, 1 and 2 and 3, and down on your right into overhand weave, open it up, open the legs, stall between the legs, sweep over the top, overhand weave on the left side, left foot is forward, turn right to underhand weave, step your left foot forward, turn right to overhand weave, don't step, immediately turn left to underhand weave, step your left foot back, and you'll return back to overhand weave. So we did a 360 to the right, then a 360 to the left. Let's speed that up. So right 360, you turn, step, and then don't step again as you turn, and then go back the other way, and step back. And then one more time, turn to the right, step, turn, come back to overhand, turn left, step your left leg back, back to overhand, back to your giant, back to weave, turn right, underhand weave, and take both poi, drop stall behind your back, into overhand weave, into giant, turn left to underhand giants, turn right to overhand giants, turn left to underhand giants, turn right to overhand giants, and we're going to swivel, and 3 more, 2 more, and last one, turn right to overhand weave, open it up again, stall your right one, come into butterfly again, bring it into the hip reel, now bring it up into the opposite pinwheel, back down to the hip reel, back up into the opposite pinwheel, back down to the hip reel. Now let's do the wiggle, which is a 3 count hip reel pinwheel. And we go low, high, front with each hand in split time. And now come to the front and overhand butterfly, iron cross out to the side, underhand butterfly, now hip reel, up to the pinwheel, extend with the right, extend with the left, extend with the right, extend with the left, extend right, extend left, back to the pinwheel, bring it down to the hip reel, back up to the pinwheel, back down to the hip reel, and up to the pinwheel, extend right, extend left, extend right, extend left, one more time right, one more time left, back down to the butterfly, drop stall, overhand butterfly, thread the needle up over the head again, take the right one, tap behind, we're turning left, counterclockwise, and second time around, bring it up, plane shift it up to pinwheel, turn left into the giant, and swivel, left to right, left to right, left to right, overhand to underhand, in the counterclockwise swivel, and turn left to overhand weave, open it up, sweep under the right leg up to pinwheel, sweep under the right leg up to pinwheel, and stay in your pinwheel, go big 1, and 2, and 3. Now sync up the timing into together time. We'll go 1, big, and 2, big, and 3, big, and now come down and stall on the right, change direction, and other side, 1, big, 2, big, 3, big. Now this time stall and kick to the left, change direction, and 1, and 2, and 3, stall and kick to the right, boom, and other way, 1, and 2, and 3, stall and kick to the left. And up to your pinwheel again. Turn left to overhand weave. Turn left to underhand weave. All the way around to overhand. Turn right 360. Overhand to underhand to overhand. Turn left 360. Turn right 360. Turn left 180. Step your right foot forward. Open it up to underhand. Sweep over the top. Stall your right poi between your leg. Turn right. Come into underhand butterfly. Into the hip reel. Up to the pinwheel. Back down to the hip reel. Up to the pinwheel. Now we're going to do the wiggle in underhand, which is top, bottom, front with each hand. So behind the back, high, low, then front. High, low, then come to the front. High, low, come to the front. And then back to the hip reel and back up to the pinwheel. Extend right, extend left, extend right, extend left, extend right, extend left. Come down to the butterfly and drop stall.